Are you good there? She's good.
Okay. Everyone please rise and face the flag, remove your hats. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry, I can't join you. I got your table.
You're not gonna miss anything.
A little more work.
Yeah, I want. You can keep mine.
Purpose of today's meeting is to open bids for the CCMG projects, paving projects for Jennings County. So I'll turn that over to Tim Hunt.
So we've advertised for the 2 consecutive required legal notices that we're in the plain dealer. The bids were due today at 9 o'clock. How many bids have you received, Sarah? One bid was received. I did get a confirmation of a no bid from a contractor due to timing. So with that, if one of the commissioners want to open and read the bid aloud, we'll listen to that. It should be about 5 pages in.
Charlie wants
There's what's called a checklist of bidders. And this is for various roads throughout the county.
Get the bud.
A lot of roads throughout the county, various roads. The total of over 15.2 miles. So it's going to be a really good asset for the county to have these done this year, pending funding. This is a CCNG project, and we have to have all paperwork today while we're in this meeting. So that's going to be our goal once it's real allowed.
I've got one bid from Dave O'Mara Contractor. That's all it is, just acknowledge who it is, right?
About 5 sheets in.
No, it's on that one.
Oh, it's on the
top of the
There
sheet.
should be a lump sum right there.
Oh, there it is.
Want the lump sum read?
Yes, please.
$1,188,151.54.
Could you repeat that?
$1,188,151.54.
All right, thank you. Well, that's within the budget, so we're going to review the bids, and then I'll be back in probably 15 or 20 minutes to make a recommendation. Okay? We got to make sure there weren't any mistakes, and they got all their bids on. Hopefully we'll be able to award it. Okay?
Just pass it down to her.
This is from Mr. Chow. And this is the form that we need to have signed. I didn't know if you wanted to do that. But you want to stay within the
No, he's already been hired. I mean,
That's true. Yeah, okay.
You already missed it. We just had one bid.
Yes.
let's rephrase that. Instead of just saying we just had one bid, thank God we got one bid.
Yeah.
Glass half full, glass half empty type thing.
Good call. What are we bidding for?
CCMG.
Community crossings paving project.
You got this thing out,
I don't have anything to do with it,
You don't by chance know when they're going to start the concrete work out at Recycle, do you?
I was gonna try to get, whenever the weather breaks, get them out there.
That was yesterday. It broke again today.
It broke again. Broke the other day.
Broke the wrong direction today. It definitely was, you thought it was broke when you looked out the window this morning.
And then they say it's gonna be 50 here after a while.
Oh yeah, I bet you by 5 o'clock you're not even gonna see most of this.
Let's hope.
About whiteout conditions, he come from Columbus, and that he's like, biggest place I've ever seen.
Yeah, they was really big. And I seen it on the news, I thought it sure ain't snowing that hard, and I looked out the window and I'm like, good Lord. I'd say we had about 3 inches
Yeah,
at my
they said
house.
half inch, you got more than that.
Was we the only school that ended up canceling?
We were when I left.
I reckon there was probably drivers on the road this morning by the time they hit the delay, wasn't it?
I don't know. I was getting ready to start my bus, and I heard my wife's phone ring because I don't get calls. My wife does because she's a teacher. I'm a bus driver, but I didn't get calls. So I answered her phone, and it said 2-hour delay. I was like, she was in there putting her makeup on. I was like, hey, you might want to take that back off.
Mike still drives the bus? Does he?
He's never gonna quit. Do we gotta do something with that?
It's already done. It's just that. He's already hired to do. I just had to sign the
Okay.
agreement.
I didn't know, I'd seen it laying there, I thought, didn't wanna forget it if we did.
It's just an ADA paper.
Just for him, wasn't it? He had said something about it.
Maybe primary, I don't know, late primary, I don't know.
Who you talking about?
Kindling Wild is one of the young
There's 2, Mandy Creech and then the guy that runs the trucking company. What's his name? Charlie, you know who it is? You're like me, you're having a sometimes moment. I can see your call
Yeah.
turn. Is it Schaefer? Schaefer?
That sounds right.
Oh, Lane
There's-
Schaefer's wild.
No, it's,
Oh, Lane Schaefer
yeah.
works for us.
So there's three of them running for that spot. Just like mine.
You sure you want to go get it?
You're only about the 9,000th person to ask me that.
I called Kim last, he'd be well said about him.
How do you think Jason left us?
Did we get the normal system working or are we
He's
still operating?
close, 7-7. I knew it would be that way too. The most texted you.
All the required documents are here.
Shane, you got time to do this?
Hmm?
You got time to do this today? I really don't want to do it.
I
With
can.
it, with it being an election year, I prefer not. I don't want anybody saying that there was favors or expectations, you know how that goes. It just,
Was there anybody out pushing snow this morning, or did they even?
I never encountered anyone.
I didn't either. That's why I didn't know if you'd seen anybody or not. I didn't know if they just said let it melt or what they did.
Well, from what I saw all the way here, I think that's the best thing to do.
Oh, it is. I just figured that's probably out.
It was, what the owner was saying, 31, 32, 31, 32. So it was teetering right there on the edge and it was melting. So
As long as there's traffic on it, it's going away pretty quick. I bet you it was pretty crappy for about an hour.
yeah.
If you've been out on the highway.
Yeah.
We have to do some emergency work on that base road up there. What would be your timeline for being able to get started on that?
We open like April 1st. So probably mid-April.
So I'm thinking like next week.
We have to be open first.
You was probably thinking last week.
Huh?
You was probably thinking last week.
No, it's just really gotten bad this week. I could probably put up with it for another week.
I say happy to stuff. See.
Did she respond like with the big eyes? Like
No.
thought maybe might be some sticker shock there.
No.
Sad part of it is probably what you sent her would change now if you looked at it again.
That's record time, to be honest with you. It usually takes us a little longer. But we got a really good bid from a really good contractor, and we like working with Dale there. It's always a pleasure when they are the most responsive bidder for one of our local projects. So, based on the bid review, going through all the documentation, they have everything accounted for and checked off and properly signed and executed. And our recommendation, ACWC recommends that you award to Dave O'Meara Contracting in the amount of $1,188,151.54. So we'll need a motion, a second. And then I have bid form 96 that will have to be signed. And then Katie is preparing the other forms that will have to be signed that can be done after the closing.
I'll make a
Bid
motion.
form 96 has to be signed.
I'll make a motion to award the bid to O'Meara.
I'll say.
Unanimous.
Thank you. Bid form 96, let me start here. I've got an X where each 1, 2, and 3. With the signing of bid form 96, that will allow Matt as
Is it gonna
the
be blue, man?
president, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, no.
That will allow Matt as the president to sign the contract along with the notification of NDOT. We don't have to do that in a public meeting. So, if you have other business you can talk about, you're more than willing to. We're going to take these forms, scan them all, and give them to your ERC. They have to be delivered by 4 o'clock tomorrow to NDOT. I cannot submit them. NDOT makes the ERC submit them. So, Katie, that's not right. You looked at me like,
I've
you've
got,
done it in the past?
no, I've got the agreement form that can be signed. If somebody from Dave can sign that, and then you guys can sign it, or you guys can sign it first, then I can walk it across the street.
So we were in the understanding that the ERC would be not required in this process.
They're not.
I was gonna say, I didn't think
They're
state
not.
probably.
I just can't send it, but any of you
Okay.
3 can. But I want to have all the documents signed, so when I go back to the office, I'm going to scan everything, put it all in a nice little package, and then you literally would just take those, copy those over to an email and send them to Pam and say, hey, here's our funding request.
So that could be done today?
Yes, I want it done like now.
If we can do everything right now,
Yes.
I would prefer to do everything, including email it
To say,
Yeah.
to Sarah
Okay.
from here.
And then I'll email
And then
it.
that way, because everything that could possibly go wrong to this
Could go
point
wrong.
has, including the weather, and I would just assume
Okay.
to be sure that we've met all deadlines.
I need you to sign this piece of paper.
we would like to know it's done and there's no chance of it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
You misspelled my name, does that matter?
Did I really?
Yeah, you put an A in it.
I can fix that.
Okay, I'll let you fix it before I sign it.
Good catch.
Well, I can.
Yeah, send it to
This one
Sarah.
is also misspelled.
Just email it to Sarah and she can print.
All of them's misspelled. Make the changes
Yep, I'm doing it right now.
and then send it to Sarah. Sarah can print.
Yeah. And I can go to my office to do
I'll send you her email.
Do we have a password?
You just had to say anything, everything could go wrong.
Dude, when you're dealing in millions, you check
That says
everything.
we ain't leaving this building until it's.
Yeah.
Matt's got locks on the door with chains on it.
I'm sending you an email.
Oh, Jennings.
No one leaves.
And I'll go get that.
After the way this fiasco is, I understand the complaint.
We're not risking it.
No.
So that needs to be on letterhead. I need a letterhead, or the letterhead's okay.
The first one's okay. The first sheet should be okay. It's just the second
Yeah, I'll
sheet
get
where
it.
his name is.
Okay, so what, can I see that?
I will send them all to you because I gotta fix this one. And then I spelled that one right. SPORLEDER.
Correct.
So you want me to?
No way.
Because you got it.
Yeah, I've got it.
Good
Yep.
catch.
I'm gonna fix it right now.
And if we, while we're in the meeting, if we could also get the confirmation that they received the email, then I can sleep tonight, if that's okay.
I
can actually lay my head down on my pillow and get a
We
sleep.
can do that, Matt.
Make room for the next situation.
Am I asking for too much for the confirmation email?
Not at this point.
Typically, these would have been sent for your approval. You want to look at the actual bid tabs and take a look at some of the roads and prices, I don't at least understand where those numbers came from. There's a schedule of values. So, we're still in the meeting, let's talk a little bit about moving forward. With the application process having to be in July of this summer, my recommendation is that we have a working session with your road bosses or your superintendent or whoever you want to invite. And we sit down. I have got your list of your PAMP roads and their ratings. I'd like to make some suggestions for you to consider. We found in the past with working with these counties, if we allow these fours, threes, and twos to completely deteriorate, it costs you 3 times as much money to fix them. So my recommendation is to pick a handful of those every year and bring them up to speed. Because if we let them fail and they become ones, you're doing total reconstructions. And it doesn't make sense to allow all these roads to deteriorate at the same time and not try to pick out the 1, 2, or 3 as a failure. So that's my recommendation. Of course, you can tell me I'm full of, you know what, and you pick the roads that you want, but I feel like I owe it to you as being a representative for your CC. Then if a 3 continues to deteriorate, well, that's the contractor. It's 3 to 4 times more to bring it up to speed, just because it's not being maintained and not taken care of. Also, these roads that we're getting ready to put on a new application, they need to have a culvert check. And if any of those need to be done, they need to be done this summer. So we get 9 to 10 months of compaction. So.
The first one that you sent has no attachment.
I didn't see.
Oh, no, I just sent it for your email address.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my recommendation. Whether you can complete them all because of schedule and funds.
I don't think we get all of our culverts in, but I ain't saying they're all in time that they should be there.
And it gives you all the way up until next year, because we'll do this again next year, preferably in January, but yeah, we may bid it in December, and then actually come to you in January.
So pretty much as a rule of thumb, dollar per mile, around $80,000 a mile to pave a road now.
A little higher. Probably about 88. If you want to know if about 80 grand, yeah, 80. About 88 is what we figure, roughly. And that's a little lower, if I did the math right real quick.
So, well, the reason I brought that up is because the first 2 were half a mile roads, and one was 39,000, the other one was 40.
Yeah.
So they came in actually.
So, and these are all public knowledge. We'll post those on our website. So we're not trying to get any information out. It's not like we do this on all of our bids. It'll be public knowledge, and anybody can go in there and look at it. So, typically, a lot that has to do with that is location, where about in the county it is, in relationship to a plant or to an access point, and whether or not they can pull both directions or one direction. In the past, have you contacted the railroads when you're working around their right-of-ways?
Not that I'm aware of.
I know when we have contacted them, because there's rough pavement either side, it's
Correct.
not.
Not allowed to.
No.
unless we have a permit.
Usually you just have to go to whatever
Right
that
of way.
right of way is, and that's where it stops.
Yeah, that's what we determined. I did talk to Madison Railroad. They're okay with some of the stuff that I'm going to recommend that we do. I think we got to mix the cover, and I think it'd make it a better crossing.
The only thing that aggravates me is, and I've noticed it, it don't matter if you go to a town out in the country, all over the state of Indiana, it's you can tell there's an issue at those places.
Always. And it's because they make it so frustrating to actually contact and get a permit, and then, my gosh, you gotta have flaggers that they have to provide.
It's a 6-month process.
Oh,
And I think
Now, the permits expire now, so
Yeah,
you don't
that's
get
true.
it done within so long, you pay for the whole thing.
no.
and I think it's pretty expensive on top of that.
Very expensive. Especially for Madison, because their things move real slow. I'll make sure that Sarah gets a copy of all this signed stuff that we have.
725 north. From State Road
So-
30.
That was the other thing I want to talk to you about. It's real hard, it's real difficult for a contractor to find some of these roads because what you guys refer to them is not what's on your inventory. NDOT has what they call an inventory list, and it's got different names than what the county has referred to them forever. So my recommendation that we go through that and fix that. So if I call it 375 East or whatever, then the contractor will know. NDOT will allow us to change that. We just have to make that recommendation. So as part of that review of your PANT is what we'll go through and make those recommendations. So I got several calls about not knowing where the roads were because of those bad names. NDOT.
So will they allow us to use Cat Farm Road and
No.
Concrete Beach Road?
No. So right now it's tied into 911, so we have to go through 911 too.
The way to get around that is to put the legal name, like what NDOT calls it, and then in parentheses, put like, if it's 500 West, but you guys call it Katy Street, you would go 500 West, parentheses, Katy Street. Because then NDOT's not confused on what road you're applying for, and then when the contractor's out there, they see the road sign that says Katy Street, not 500, they're not confused either. And then it kind of keeps everybody happy, but you're still applying for it by the legal term name.
Or I guess we could technically pass out a county road map paper with all the roads that we're bidding on highlighted
Yeah.
with their actual road number beside
Yeah,
it.
we typically do that. We just didn't have enough time. They were already about ready to kill me, so,
Hey,
yes, sir.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. I bet. I'm just glad that we got it to work out.
And it only took 10 years off my life, maybe?
Yeah, we'll get you taken care of and move on down the road. Be better prepared next year. You already sent that around yet? Should be coming shortly.
Okay, he can sign this one, and then you can hand that, well, I want a copy of it, because I'll need to, and I can send that to Dave.
This is the notice of award that Matt as president can sign.
And then, once you sign it and I take it back, I send it to Dave O'Meara, and then
That way
they
he gets
will
bonds.
then supply with the payment bonds, performance bonds, and things like that.
And their main out to the Jennings County Commissioners, not the highway department.
Whenever we looked about the animal shelter,
Go what?
the animal shelter,
Uh-huh.
we could mention
Very lousy.
that. We had 2 existing people.
I did not try that.
Look at it.
Okay.
I think we ought to start, and I don't know how we go about doing this, how we afford it or whatever, but I think on all these CCMG projects, I think they should all have come with stone shoulders.
I agree. It's easy to put in the bid.
Jefferson County did it.
Yeah, that's the way we do it in Ohio County. Yeah, I mean,
Especially with teenage drivers. And I'm not being rude or mean, but I've seen several of them that, they get over just a little too far. You drop off the edge and then they don't have the experience to
3
bring
inch drop off.
it back up without overcorrecting, and then you got a catastrophe.
Is the county capable of doing that
Yeah.
with their existing workforce?
We have the equipment and the work, yeah.
Okay.
I do it all the time I'll get calls all the time. People, they'll find a spot there or a road that needs it done. That's probably been paid 5 years ago, and then we go back out and fix it.
Yeah.
You guys did on Base Road and the detour, they went out and did the edges.
Probably saved 10 lives.
I mean, the bad thing is almost every road we do needs it. It's just a lot of issues I see though when we get out there. If we put stone on it, it fills the ditch.
You can't get carried away with the width, that's for sure. But we can at least add it full length, and give it a linear foot bid, bid item. And then if we don't need it in some places, then that can be a reduction that we can use somewhere else too. So if you want to
Yeah, there's some roads that are just not enough room to put it on.
Yeah. And it doesn't make sense to put it on prior to you paving it if you're gonna put an overlay over it. Because it's already gonna be an inch and a half, 2 inches down, which is what you're trying to keep from happening.
I will say this, though, on the roads we've done it to, I probably get chewed out more for that than anything else.
Really?
Yep. Because of lawnmowers. Yep. I get chewed almost every time we do it. You can't win for losing.
You can't. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. You got a brand new paved road and a brand new shoulder.
I say you get more complaints on new roads as you do before you pave them.
Going too fast.
Or can't get in and out of my driveway now.
Well, they know we require a little
Excuse me.
on our spec. They already claimed to that. We don't allow that to happen. We put the apron at least to the right away for 3 to 5 feet. I think what we got 4 feet. So, hey, here we go.
Did you need a second one, Bruce? I need 2 of these. So that one take with you,
This
or we
is-
can make a copy.
This isn't the sign. Oh, it's.
Put that on.
I'm
Do
sorry.
you want-
Saving paper. No, this is. Got it right this time, Matt.
You're sure it's okay with the front and back? And
It
not-
is. We'll
doesn't-
make a copy to send. It's on the front and back right now, but we're just.
Sorry, I'm gun shy.
Yeah. So, Paul, I'm gonna need you to sign another one. Okay.
I can go back and print that and print it.
We're just signing that one. As long as you make it sure that you share that.
You're the only one's got to sign that
Yeah,
one.
that's the
isn't it?
only one. That's what NDOT is going to get notified on.
So the contract has been
Did you put the
signed.
apostrophe on O'Mara there? Be sure you put the
Only thing, Tim, that won't, when you copy that, that won't bleed through from the other side, will it?
apostrophe,
The big Form 96 has been signed. The
Really?
agreement's been signed. The letter, this has been signed. That's
Oh,
that right there.
Do I need to sign anything?
That'll go right there.
Just
That won't,
look and make sure there's
that
not
won't
a
bleed
test
through
on
when
it.
she copies that to see the other side, will it?
What?
It won't bleed through when you copy it.
What's on the other side?
And what else you need?
I think that I need, yeah, but we don't need that prior
I
to the
don't
NDOT.
need that right now. I will send the email over.
Need insurance or?
Yeah, we've got
Yeah,
your
I'll send-
certificate already.
I'll send all of that over here in a little bit.
The only thing we'll need is the performance and the payment. But you guys typically send those.
Okay.
Do you want anything in these 2 blanks here? I'm assuming that those are just their spaces, but you don't.
Make it easier.
No, that's it, just you. Since the bid form 96 was signed, that gives you the authorization to sign the rest of
Okay.
Is that it?
it. That's it?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Now you
Yeah,
got a
thank you,
great
Paul.
The letter.
So, here,
I've got it filled out here. Just give me
Okay.
that. Or
Just
that
to
sign
sign.
page. Yep. Contract. Bid form 96.
you got bid form 96? Did I give it to you?
Yep, it's right there. And then
So you'll have to scan
As soon
as soon as she compiles it all,
Right.
we need-
and then we'll send it as we said here.
And when I send it,
Now, all three of the commissioners ought to be on this,
Yep.
along with Katie, myself, and your highway department. for the rest.
They'll share it, right? You said they'll share it.
Oh, we are. Okay.
Till we adjourn.
Not that I was gonna say anything legal. We could have had a sidebar.
This is ready, Sarah.
Ready?
And they can actually keep this. That's, well, I want to.
No, we have a copy. Yeah. Everything we're gonna keep.
So then this is ready for us to go scan and send to Pam.
Okay. Do you want to close the meeting, or you want to keep the meeting going?
Are we done with everything?
Do we have to
need
come back and do anything else, or once it's sent?
Everything's good.
Okay, so I'd entertain a motion to go ahead and adjourn the
I'll make
meeting.
a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Unanimous? Then we will all travel down to the auditor's office for the field trip.
Just a second, I've got to close this.
Oh, okay.
For confirmation.
What, you're gonna move me? Nope, you're totally fine.
Sorry.